Guten Tag, Herr General. It's good to see you returning to active service. I trust you've been keeping your skills sharp in the years since our campaign in France, yeah? You're going to need them, because tomorrow we will be joining in Operation Barbarossa. The largest invasion the world has ever seen. Your unit's transfer to Warsaw is complete, and you are now formally operating under Army Group Center's command. Your task is to spearhead the invasion of the Soviet Union by advancing directly to its heart. Initial objectives are to eliminate all Soviet forces in the vicinity between Grodno and Brest. Air Recon has identified some major fortifications defending Brest. Should you choose to assault them, Field Marshal von Bock has authorized the super siege mortar Karl Gerhardt to be placed at your disposal to pound these positions into oblivion. You may deploy the siege mortar by purchasing it from your prototype inventory. Be warned that such a uniquely massive weapon can never be reinforced, as we have only built a handful of them. So, use it wisely, and use it carefully. After crushing forward Soviet positions, you will be advancing directly to Smolensk. I strongly advise against any kind of wide-sweeping flanking maneuvers. The Pripyat swamp will absolutely bog down even your lightest panzers. As a final reminder, because it has been over a year since your last operation, be sure to check the equipment stocks of your troops. You wouldn't want to send them into Russia with obsolete weapons.
Indeed, we wouldn't. Alright, let's start with giving these guys some elites. Let's leave those for now. Definitely going for elites on everybody, since we really need that. Elites from my Air Force as well. Finally at 1 star, at least 2 of them. Alright, so let's take a look at all the units. Once again, we did do that in the last episode as well. I do want to buy 1 Flampanzer, and I don't see the Dicker Max over in this one. So it kind of seems like in both the north and the center we have different units, because up north we had Dicker Max and here we have the Karl Jurat, I guess 3,000, and it doesn't actually provide fire support. Right, let's upgrade the Panzer 38 TA. We have 2 Panzer 3, so I'll transfer it to a Panzer 4F, which gives it a lot more soft attack, lowers its initiative, but also higher defenses. And due to the low amount of prestige that we have, let's just upgrade 2 fighters, giving it more air attack and more initiative. So that should be pretty decent, at least. And we cannot deploy more units, so... Alright. So just like the previous mission, I'm sure the enemy has a lot of initial air forces, but then they can't really do a whole lot with them. And then they're gonna reinforce them, and then after some time they will become like really available or something. So there are a couple of bridge areas that need to be protected at the very least, I think. And I also need to use the Karl over here. So let's do this. I wanna switch some heroes, just like I did with the other one, and the Flum is probably already going to have 100% chance to deal damage to enemy, so I might be better off putting the Crippling Blow hero on something else. I guess another Panzer III. Well, the thing is that maybe I should put it on infantry, because then they're gonna deal more damage. The problem is that with suppressing fire ability, I don't know what the problem is. I need to put the hero on a unit that is going to attack into full strength units. And I don't think the Panzer III Alright, let's put it on a Panzer IV-F. Let's just see how that goes. Anyway. Pioneers there. I need... Let's put Panzer IV-D. And a Panzer III-F. Yeah, let's have one recon here, one up in the north. Do I need to Stück down here? I'm gonna be stuck there for a bit. So probably... Yeah, let's put you there. Alright. As for my tactics, the first goal here is to encircle and destroy the units around Białystok and Grodno. Then from there, move upon Minsk in two groups, one up in the north, taking Vilnius, and one through Baranovichi, taking Minsk, and then they're going to split up again. One crossing the river here, taking Mogilev, one crossing the river here, taking Vitebsk, and then they're both going to go after Orsha. And then from Orsha they're going to split again. One group is going to go this way, probably also going down for Gomel, but then surrounding Smolensk and destroying everything there. Hopefully. That is the plan at least. This has a range of 3, wow. Yeah, they cannot have a tank specifically there. Okay, they don't. Right, they have the infantry. Let's do it like this. Lucky hit, nice. That's always useful. They can block the entire area if I move them there, and then there. Yeah, I don't necessarily want them to attack the Flam. Well, I don't think they would. If they have tanks, there'll be a problem. Spiders are probably fine in there. So oh, okay. And again, there's no mass attack bonus. Getting very lucky here on those hits, though. But you don't hear me complain about that. Some recon. Okay. So it should be fine to go after those. Oh, they also have a fighter here. Oh. They'll probably be stationary, and even at 5 strength, I don't think they're... Huh? Did I attack? Oh. I mean, they could have done no damage. That's a thing, but I wasn't sure there. I mean, ideally, I'll place them right next to, or I will at least deal some damage with them, but I do want to stay close to a fighter. If they want to go and cross and then attack this recon, I'd be glad if they did that. So 1, 2, they could move in there, but then I should have already moved the artillery, so that's too late. Also, they have 0 close defense, so you don't actually want to put infantry in here. You want to put engineers in there, but not infantry. So what does forest? It gives base entrenchment 3, and this gives base entrenchment 0. So I'm better off putting these guys in the forest in order to protect them a bit. and I can probably move you in there. And I think that's it though. Yeah. Good. Okay. Ah, nice. Well, yeah, exactly. That's practically suicide, attacking into my fortified city. I mean, we know that from my odds. That's just not gonna happen, you know? That is not gonna happen. Okay, so... enemy still has some planes left, and... I will need to take care of those as well. First of all, this fighter... and they have another fighter here, I-16. Yeah, I should have moved that in there. Now, what I'll do... move you here. I don't think that's gonna be such a concern. But I find bombing that to be a bit tricky. And I do think they still have marginal odds of dealing damage to me. We can still go out, right? They should be able to go back at the very least. And otherwise, the enemy tank force has been weakened enough that I think they'll be fine. And they still have this T-26. But it has a movement of 4, so that shouldn't be too bad. It's easy pickings. Yeah, that artillery is a problem now. One on my left. This is clear terrain. I don't think they moved for this turn. 1, 2, 3, so they should be able to get out after an overrun. Or just move into the clear terrain hex and attack the artillery. One, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That should provide ample protection. This is 3 hexes away from the artillery. Yeah, I won't be able to cross here, so there's no reason to try getting frisky there. Alright, well. I don't see any fighters. And yeah, they could have an airfield there though. But I wouldn't be able to see whether they have anything there. Let's try to solve this with the recon. No. Alright. Those are finished off. You're still protecting everything. They shouldn't be able to see the Karl Jurat even. These guys might start bombing, but I think we're okay. So, free attack. Kinda. Yeah. Not that much of... Well, they shouldn't actually go out of their way, I think. But I'm really not sure whether they would, because if they do, then I would be in serious trouble moving ahead. But moving ahead is a really good tactic. Alright, let's just go for it. And see what effect it has. Eventually. Okay, they went to 11. Hopefully, yeah, okay, only 1 damage, not too shabby. Don't go out. Come on. Wow, that's aggressive. That's down though. So that works. This is both close terrain, so they're never gonna get an overrun in those areas. But getting rid of that infantry will help. I thought about surrounding these guys, but with the way things are going, it doesn't... Well, I'm not saying it's not viable, but... I'd rather place them here. Maybe surrounding these will be possible, though. Although, again, I would need to cross at that point. Yeah, that actually might be a possibility. Nice. Because I know they still have a tank there. I actually need to use my recon. Yeah. Because that might still turn out ugly if left unchecked, and yeah, that's not really something that I'm looking for. Okay, so the artillery can go in here, which means, yeah, this is not amazing, but at least I got them brushed aside. So no matter what, even if these guys do move here, they'll be blocked by the Panzer with artillery protection. Even though they're on the river, these guys are only 5 strength, so I do think they should be able to survive that. And this is marginally safe. I know these guys could still attack, that would be unfortunate, but okay, so they have zone of control here, so I need a unit in this hex, and airfield is probably suited for this. There we go. It might be that these guys will go after the artillery, even though that's a soft target. So I do want to have artillery backup for that as well. Now, at this time, I'm gonna finish them off. Yeah, I'd like to have them move away from that hex if at all possible. So they're now encircled at least, which means that bombing them is good. Not yet at full effect, but I'll try to... Yeah, the recon might get hit here. I don't think they're gonna move away from that hex, or they probably would have done so already. But alright, let's see if I can encircle these guys maybe as well. If I take this airfield, they should be surrounded. Yeah, excellent. Alright. It's pretty good. And with the enemy air force in tatters, at least seemingly so, my fighters have free reign over the skies. Says the Pioniere, and going in here will help me attack these guys in the near future. I'm not sure if there's a unit there, so I do think it would be a bit tricky. Ah, should have moved it here though. That was a mistake. No. 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 Okay, probably these guys can start moving now. So where do I want to put you? currently they cannot see this artillery, so it doesn't need the support. Let's go here. Yeah, technically there are multiple areas which are bombable, but nothing. That makes things a lot easier. So they also get a initiative penalty and accuracy penalty now, which will even further reduce their strength. I'm gonna make the Carl focus on Brest now, since that will take a while anyway. So, you know, if I want to ever use it again in this mission, I'm gonna have to start attacking Brest because, yeah, otherwise it's gonna take too long. Ooh, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it can attack again. So destroy that. I can actually move ahead a little bit. These guys are no longer encircled, but we'll get the encirclement back. Which is fine. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, well, that will also work. Goodbye. And goodbye. So we only have these 2 units left, which, although not encircled, I think encirclement of these guys would be very tricky as well, anyway. But I can encircle this lone infantry probably if I take care of the anti-tank. Alright, 2. It's probably best to go with the fighter first. Alright, well, let's just see. I think the important question to ask here is how effective will an encirclement be here? I think if I do this and let's just see, 2 and 3. Yeah, I think this is pretty effective. They might not even attack, and even if they do, I have a pretty reasonable chance of defending. Take this and take this. I'll relocate the scout. Okay, so attacking this turn is out of the question, but I would like to keep that unit's encirclement going as well. So need to keep units at the appropriate areas. in order to maintain that encirclement, but to also at the same time keep pushing ahead. Moving a unit here would have that encirclement here, here, then these have it here, here, and you can keep it tight as well. Yeah. This will allow me to move these pioneers as well ahead. Let's move them in the direction of Pinsk. They don't need to stay there, neither do these. Right? Or did it? Huh? Oh yeah, okay. Whew. I thought that I lost the encirclement, but that was definitely not the case. I might have miscalculated. That could have happened, but I got really scared for a second. Like, what's going on here? Nothing. Okay, they didn't even try to attack. Good. Yeah, I'd rather push them down. I think they'll go into this river hex. Or not at all. I thought they would move 2 hexes because there's a unit here, but it seems like that's not their default choice. Like, if they can't go anywhere, they'll just move 1 hex. Alright. Still looking to understand the enemy rules regarding retreating a bit. Definitely haven't mastered where they're gonna go yet. That's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna try and push them into that river hex. And this should make them surrender, I think. There we go. Surging ahead with a unit like that might not be the safest, but well, if it's as empty as this, then I could just as well go. 1, 2, 3. They could magically go out and conveniently try to attack, so I'm not exposing myself. Don't think that that's the correct approach, but both are Panzer 3Fs, huh? If they wants to attack these, 1, 2, 3, so I can't move in too close. Right, they would not be able. I've never seen them use forced march, but I'll be fine doing this anyway. At least they'll be 100% safe that way. Strategic bomber already moved this turn. Yeah, it's time to start moving my units to forward airbase once again. Unless they have something really important to do. Like bombing the Brest fortress. Just trying to snoop off an extra damage to speed up the destruction by the Karl Jurat. That can't hurt anybody. One, two, three, four, right? Yeah. they can see this, but that's fine. And you there. It's not necessary to move ahead. I'd rather keep a relatively safe perimeter just in case than to make some kind of hasty attack. Or to spearhead forward and then get into trouble. Like here. Yeah, they do have it. So, I'd rather indeed prepare for an infantry assault. And that Pinskut's also still going to take another turn. Next turn I'll have the Flampanzer, and then afterwards the Pioneers to destroy it, and then I can take that Hex. I think Brest will be destroyed before long as well. Which also suits me just fine. Those guys are heavily entrenched, but it might be possible to lure them out. Which I would gladly do. Yeah, because that attack is just no good yet. Despite me being at 2 stars of experience now. Like 5-5 is still quite rough. Should be out of sight. But are they both Pioneers? No. Okay. That is unfortunate, but I don't think there's any other way than to do it like this, though. For now. I do have plenty of time, but... Okay. That's a powerful recon unit. Wow, those stats are quite something. And the Brest Fortress is gone, but I'll take it with the anti-aircraft. It does give more prestige though, so it does give 150, but then it doesn't really do anything else. It's pushed in the swamp. It shouldn't really have any defenses there, so now I can bomb it again, and then that will hopefully allow me to finish it off with the Panzer. Great, and it can immediately keep moving. So I've taken Pinsk. I could just go, like, they seem to not be interested in moving out, so I could just bypass them and encircle them. If they are so unwilling to get out of their city. And in order to potentially get an encirclement Here I'd also need to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I miscalculated. I should have put the recon here so that it could immediately push through. Although that's a pretty dangerous tactic. Alright, so guess I'm able to attack Baranovici on the next turn. We're actually slowing down a bit. Yeah, so I guess what I'll do is I'll start swinging around in order to get that encirclement going soon, hopefully. Not amazing so far, but alright, let's take a look at what's at Minsk. Nothing. Oh well. Guess at that point there's also like literally nothing I can do except protect them. Oh, now they're going out and then they realized they couldn't really attack. Well, that serves me just fine. That is not a problem. Let's encircle them first. Then do I want to go for suppression? I think in it's just out of reach, huh? Alright. No suppression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They wouldn't be able to reach that. Guess there's just gonna be ordinary bombs. Which also work almost just as well. Fairly surprised that Minsk is so empty though. Well, I'm not one to complain. But it does strike me as a bit odd. Yeah, just move. Wonder if I can actually use them even once more in this mission. But okay. Really tried to reduce the damage that I took, but I guess it wasn't enough. Yeah, let's attack here first, push them onto the river, if they can still retreat, which I think... Oh. And that's what I meant with I'm still not fully experienced in the ways of retreat. Huh. Well. That, surprises me a bit as well. So if there's an open, a non-river hex that they can retreat to, they would rather do that. Sure. Again, nothing. I also have an airfield down there. It's better to relocate there though. But now that we're busy anyway, let's just split them up. Alright. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to end the video here. So I want to thank you for watching. Do hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.